Now Brentford piled more misery on Ruben Amorim after they beat Manchester United 3-1. Bruno Fernandes had a penalty save, while the game also had some VAR controversy after Brentford's Nathan Collins escaped a red card. It means United are still winless on the road, and that has been since March, and they're 14th in the Premier League table. Well, Brentford took the lead after just 8 minutes. Jordan Henderson floating this ball over into the path of Igor Thiago. 1-0. And Thiago was involved again just 10 minutes later. Kevin Schada's cross parried by Altay Bayindir, but straight into the path of Thiago, 2-0. United did get a goal back before half-time. Benjamin Sesko scored his first goal for the club from close range. Into the second half, and United were awarded a penalty after Collins pulled back Bryan Mbeumo. VAR checked the challenge for a potential red card, but Collins stayed on the pitch. Bruno Fernandes took the penalty, but Quaveen Kelleher saved it. And here Brentford completing the win through a sensational strike from Matthias Jensen.
Beyond belief is the headline on the back of the Sunday Mirror. Has it reached decision time, do you think, for Manchester United and their hierarchy and their head coach?
Well, the thing is, I would have said it reached decision time at any point over the last few months, arguably after the Europa League final. So I think what's most striking about this whole situation is how the extent of the misery and this level of performance. I mean, still, they're on a points per game of 1, or just over 1, which is incredible, really. So this is just going on despite extra time in the training ground, despite signings. It's remarkable. And it's amazing. As I was going up to the game yesterday, I met someone connected to United who was talking about actually there's a bit of confidence about the players, because last week's performance, bar the typical attempt to kind of shoot themselves in the foot, was actually quite good against Chelsea. They dominated the first half, or they dominated the spell where they went 2-0 up and essentially won the game. But to go from that then to this, where Brentford bullied them, I think Keith Andrews completely had Amorim's number, and it was just such a regression, even in this kind of back and forth. And yeah, I mean, like, where is the improvement? And the weird thing with Amorim is, I'm sitting there in the press conference after the game, and I still quite like the way he speaks. It feels like he's actually got the charisma or the personality for the United job, in terms of he can weather the pressure, but because he keeps making the decisions without buckling. But it's now about those decisions that he keeps making.
Bruno Fernandes had a penalty saved as Manchester United's stuttering start to the season continued. They were beaten 3-1 at Brentford. The game didn't pass without VAR controversy. Nathan Collins escaping a red card after conceding the penalty at 2-1. But Ruben Amorim wasn't convinced by the referee's explanation.
It's not the system. When you lose, it's the system. I understand that. I think it's more we play this game like Brentford wants to play this game. With long balls, we kick the ball, second balls, and we never settle down our game. And I'm not here just to protect the. No, I'm trying to do what is best for the club and the team. And I don't see a point because I see the guys training. I feel that sometimes in the games when things are really hard, they are not the same. But that is the pressure of the club.
Yeah, I haven't had many games as a manager, so I was probably pretty high. Listen, it's obviously fresh. It's just come off it, wherever it is, half an hour ago, 40 minutes ago. So it's just very proud. I've said this before. I think it's a lot will get made of me, obviously in a new role and etc. A lot of changes at the football club, blah blah blah. But I think it's just that's the one thing I would take straight away from the game and the performance. After last weekend in particular, just proud of what we produced against a talented set of players.
So, should Nathan Collins have been sent off? The PL Match Centre said this. VAR checked referee's call of yellow card to Collins and deemed that Mbeumo wasn't in control of the ball. Ruben Amorim was given the same explanation.
You guys have the ability to make your decision with that, your opinion of that decision. The referee told me that Bryan was not in control of the ball. I think he was not in control of the ball because he was pulled. So that was the decision. Again, I want, especially in these kind of moments, not focus on the referee, what we should have done this morning or this afternoon, and we can play better, and we need to play better.
Well, the officials' view was that Mbeumo wasn't in control of the ball, therefore it wasn't a clear goal-scoring opportunity. So what constitutes an obvious goal-scoring opportunity? Well, here's what IFAB's laws of the game say on this. Law 12 says that the following must be considered: the distance between the offence and the goal, the general direction of the play, and the important one in this incident, the likelihood of keeping or gaining control of the ball, and location and number of defenders as well. So, third league defeat in 6 games for Manchester United. The similarities to last season are uncanny, because after 6 games last season, under Erik ten Hag, of course, not Ruben Amorim, United won 2, lost 3, drew 1, giving them 7 points, so the same as this season under Ruben Amorim. Ten Hag was sacked 14 games into last season.
Now, Brentford piled more misery on Ruben Amorim after they beat Manchester United 3-1. Bruno Fernandes had a penalty saved, while the game also had a VAR controversy after Brentford's Nathan Collins escaped a red card. The result leaves United winless on the road since March and 14th in the league. Well, Brentford took the lead after just 8 minutes. Jordan Henderson floated the ball into the path of Igor Thiago, who made it 1-0. Good finish. Thiago was involved again 10 minutes later. Kevin Schrader's cross was parried out by Altay Bayindir, but straight to the path of Thiago. 2-0 Brentford. United got a goal back before half-time. Benjamin Sesko scored his first goal for the club. Into the second half, and United were awarded a penalty after Collins pulled back Bryan Mbeumo. VAR checked the challenge for a potential red card, but Collins stayed on the pitch. Fernandes stepped up, but Queven Kelleher saved it, his second miss of the season. And Brentford completed the win through Matthias Jensen's strike.
It's like ups and downs. When you win, you feel that everything, the momentum is here. When you lose, you go back to the same place and you fight again for one win that can help you to create a momentum. So, guys, I'm always doing my job. If I win, I'm in the different state of mind. That is normal, but I'm always confident because I know what to do.